If you're anything like me, dinner time can feel a little chaotic sometimes. Between work, family, and trying to figure out what's for dinner, I don't always have time to stand over the stove for an hour. That's why I've been using the Instant Pot RIO 6 quarts, and honestly, it's become one of the most used appliances in my kitchen. What I love about it is that it's not just a pressure cooker. It actually gives you 7 different cooking functions in one machine. You can pressure cook, slow cook, sauté, steam, make rice, make yogurt, and even keep your food warm until everyone's ready to eat. The rice function is one of my favorites because it comes out fluffy every time. And the sauté function is so convenient because I can brown meat, onions, garlic and vegetables right in the pot before cooking everything else. It also has 13 one-touch smart programs, so if you're new to using an Instant Pot, it takes a lot of the guesswork out of cooking. The first thing I did before using it was the water test they recommend. Just add a few cups of water, run it for 5 minutes, and it helps you get comfortable with the buttons and steam release. Speaking of steam release, I really appreciate how easy this model is to use. The valve is built into the lid, and switching between sealing and venting is simple. I know a lot of people are intimidated by pressure cookers at first. I definitely was. But after using it a couple of times, it became second nature. It even comes with a stainless steel inner pot, a steam rack, a sealing ring, and a condensation collector, so you have everything you need to get started right out of the box. One thing I really appreciate about the inner pot is that it's stainless steel. It feels durable, it's easy to clean, and I don't have to worry about using multiple pots and pans throughout the day. Lately, I've been experimenting with different recipes. We've made rice, soups, shredded chicken, steamed vegetables, and I'm already planning to try homemade yogurt next. I also want to try arroz con leche because I've heard it turns out really creamy in the Instant Pot. And with fall coming up, I'm thinking soups and chili are going to be on repeat around here. Another feature I've been using a lot is the keep warm function. It's one of those little things that doesn't seem like a big deal until you actually need it. Sometimes dinner's ready, but not everyone is sitting at the table yet. Instead of reheating everything later, I can just let the Instant Pot keep it warm until we're ready to eat. Cleanup is also surprisingly easy. The inner pot is dishwasher safe, and I usually wash the sealing ring separately, since it can absorb food smells over time. That's actually one tip I'd recommend if you're planning to use it a lot. Consider getting an extra sealing ring if you plan on making both savory and sweet recipes. The silicone ring can sometimes hold on to smells from garlic, onions, or spices, so having one for desserts and one for everyday cooking can be really helpful. One thing I really appreciate is the size. The 6-quart capacity is perfect for family meals and meal prep without taking up too much counter space. It holds enough food for our family, plus leftovers for the next day, which honestly makes life so much easier during the week. And despite being a 6-quart appliance, it has a slimmer design than I expected. It doesn't feel bulky sitting on my countertop. I've also started using it to steam vegetables, and I love that they come out tender without turning mushy. And if you have kids, you'll probably appreciate being able to make things like oatmeal, rice, shredded chicken, mashed potatoes, or soups without having to stand over the stove the entire time. There have definitely been nights where I've put dinner in, pressed a button, and used that extra time to clean up the kitchen, play with my son, or just sit down for a few minutes. And honestly, I think that's my favorite part. It's not necessarily about cooking faster, although it definitely can do that. It's more about getting a little bit of time back during the day. Is this going to make cooking disappear completely? Of course not. But if you're looking for a way to save time, simplify weeknight dinners, and free up a little more time for your family, this might be worth checking out. For me, it's become one of those kitchen appliances that I wonder how I lived without. And the funny thing is, I almost didn't take it out of the box right away because I thought it would be complicated. Now I'm already making a list of recipes I want to try next.